Mustang. It's time for an 0173. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have a 2001 7.3 F350 DRW with 150,000 miles on it, all the way from Michigan. We're both here in Florida. I don't know if you guys want to see what's going on with this 7.3 with 150,000 miles. What do you guys think is wrong with it? Ooh, we got a lot of instrumentation. Let's check it out. All right, everybody, welcome back. Hope you guys are well. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and make sure to get your temps up to temp. We have this 2001 F350. A customer, a subscriber, reached out to us via the internet. Ooh, it just went off. Ooh, there's the wait to start. And he said that he's got, oh, come on. Ooh. Almost had to turn on the auxiliary batteries. Trans, pyrometer, pyrometing, boosties, reboosting, oil temps. We're gonna pull this in. We have to do some maintenance. We want us to do fuel filters and an oil change. I feel like I hear an exhaust leak right now. We're down here at Rain Man Ray's. Gonna be pulling it in, not under the Chevrolet. Ooh, that looked kind of funny between the dirt on the windshield. We're gonna. I mean, I guess we could just go forward. I'm not gonna turn this dually into the corner of despair. I can just lift the front of it up. I feel like doing a 20-point gazillion turn. All right, we're in. Let's let me go forward just a little bit more. All right. Priat. All right. Put this up. Ooh, the infamous Ford chime. IDS is going to be plugging into quite a relic here. Let's get the window down so we can at least see what's going on. Ooh, the door's locked automatically. Good thing we put the window down. Whoa. Check this thing out. That's quite the arm of reach for the cell phone holder. All right. It smells like good burning 7.3. Two-wheel drivers. Two-wheel drivers? Yeah. Two-wheel drivers. Fairly decent looking underneath for being a northern truck. And having 150,000 miles on a 01. Let's get some illuminations back here. Ooh, I don't like that fuel filter. Looks like the gentleman replaced the ICP sensor and the connector. Okay, I think, oh, you know what? He said he had a P1211 ICP lower, higher than desired, I think, is what that is. I haven't put the computer on it just yet. Just kind of going on by what he said. What do we got coming out of here? I was just looking down here, saw some rustedness. Got some oil coagulation. No biggie. There's the pyrometer. Kind of weird. Maybe they couldn't screw it into the downpipe. Definitely heard exhaust leak. Ooh, I see the exhaust leak. Can you guys? Where is it? Where's my up pipe? There's my up pipe. Yeah, see that soot? Right there. Come on, focus! I think you guys can, there you go. You guys can see that soot right there. That's coming out of those biscuits that go up into that Y pipe collector. Those little white biscuits slide down around the pipe, and then when you bolt the pipe into the Y collector, those biscuits get kind of sandwiched. But nonetheless, over time, that shit gonna wear out. All right, overlooking everything on the truck. Looks pretty decent. Cab corners ain't all rotted out. I thought what this gentleman had in the back for his, how did he open this right here? He had a pretty cool setup. It kind of was like raised setup. See if I can hold this back. I like seeing your guys' different ways of, I can't even roll this thing up. Different ways of doing things. See if I can leave that just latched a little bit. And come over here and open up this side ever so gently. Can I do it? Yes. All right, cool. Okay, so this subscriber, let's come back on this side, has got a bank of batteries. Pretty cool. It runs off his new 165 amp alternator that he just had installed, I think, last year. But he also has some isolation switches for the power to come from the truck to here to the batteries, and then from the batteries out to his trailer, which he has a set up. I don't know. He had down here for towing his fifth wheel. Okay, he's got it hooked up down here, I guess. But he's got a freezer and a refrigerator that he has to have run in his RV, so he opted for this kind of cool setup here. I dig it. These are some nice looking batteries. But yeah, just like Ray's. While we're back here, we're gonna go look at some of the stuff he's gonna have us use for maintenance. We're gonna be running HELLLO T5 1540 FL 1995 with the Napa flavor. And what is this? The filter cap assembly. Oh yeah, wow, okay. Never really used these. I always try to stick with the Ford cap, but I mean, whatever. Obviously, this is the one that's on it. It hasn't been messed up. And then he wants us to dump a whole bottle of Hot Shots Stiction Eliminator in. And then he's got an extra case of 1540, so we can top off the remaining quantities. So I guess right now I'm going to knock out this maintenance, maybe take you guys for a ride. And then we're going to hook the computer up and see if IDS is going to hook up to this old dinosaur and see if we get any codes that are going to help us diagnose this guy's symptom of having a lack of power, or he said he wasn't, he feels like his injectors aren't delivering a full shot of injection. He says like a half shot. I didn't know quite what he meant, but nonetheless, with the DTC 1211, we're going to pay close attention to the injection pressure and see if in fact we have something with the high pressure oil system, or possibly we have a fuel restriction from the low pressure side, either in the tank or poor volume producing pump. If you guys know, inside the tank in that DTRM, there are a couple of Chinese finger trap filters, and they can get really clogged up with debris from the tank, and taking 150,000 miles worth of diesel fuel through these two little filters that don't get cleaned or replaced during normal maintenance and stuff. So let's get set up and change the oil on our Ford truck. That's kind of cool. What's 6.0? Oh, look at that 6.0's air filter. I had a couple of retrofitted like that. Good looking truck. Let's go down. We've gotten all the appropriate materials to do such an oil change. Now, I don't know about you guys, if you wind up doing the oil filter first, or if you do that last, but I don't like to have the oil filter come down in a full vat of hot oil, so I like to do my oil filter first. And it's definitely tight. We're going to use this kind of contraption. Let's see if we can get this thing around. go. There we go. I haven't really used these. That worked fairly well. Let's see if we can get it out before the oil comes down. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This thing is gonna leak for a minute, and it's on an angle, so you gotta kind of try to fight that. It's leaning like this, so when you take it down, I have to support the top of the filter while spinning the wrist section of the filter. You'll see what I mean. So like right now, if you were to accidentally drop it into the drain pan, then it's just gonna go doosh. Oil's just gonna go everywhere. That's not the good. That's not the good. Alright. Looks very nice under here. It does look like it have the original fuel pump, which I'm kind of wondering about. Okay, it's getting super loose. I'm supporting the top of it. I don't want it to drip down on me or leak. So I'm at the end of the threads. You saw me just drop it a little bit. Look at that. Big old coffee can. Big old coffee can. We're gonna get this coffee can out of here. Okay, we can let that drip. In fact, I think it'll be wide enough to catch the oil and the filter drip. But my question is if this drain pan is going to be able to capture everything. Okay, we got a copper gasket on this thing. It is going to be magnetic, so you can go just like this when you're done. Alright, while we let that drain, I guess that poses an important question on what you do with the new filter. Here's the new filter. We got that Napa Gold. My mentor had always taught me when we're doing 7.3 oil changes, this is when we were growing up in 7.3s, that you always fill the oil filter on a 7.3. Then came the 6.7. Well, I should say the 6.0. You couldn't really pre-fill those, or the 6.4. But here came the 6.7, and do you pre-fill the 6.7 oil filter? Do you not? Well, if it's a 7.3, it's getting the oil filter pre-filled. If it's getting a 6.7, I mean, I guess you could pre-fill it, but I mean, this oil filter came out of a clean box, which was sealed. I just opened this jug of oil, like here's the cap, and it was sealed with this band, and I'm dumping fresh oil into this fresh filter. So, I mean, that's up for interpretation for you guys. There's like over a quart of oil in this thing, and I want it to be primed up. Like this is a gallon jug. I mean, I'm holding this thing level. Look how many's in there. So I've already put over a quart in there. So now, let's go back downstairs and put it on. Trying to maneuver myself over. Give this thing a wipe. Okay. And then up goes the new filter. It's been a minute since we did a 7.3, boys. Alright, I like that. Let's give it a little snug with the tool. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get any oil on this. Oh, it's by gear wrench too. I just noticed that. That's kind of cool. Note to self, don't drop this ratchet in the vat of oil. tightening. Duh. Give it one more. There we go. Not getting crazy. And then I'd say the drain plugs. Drain plugs ready to go back in. Get underneath that gasquito. And note to self, do not drop this into the oil vat, as I get a cramp in my thumbkin. Slug that down just like that. Hashtag Brake Clean Mafia. Juice it. And take a big huff. This stuff is really good. I was using the Cyclo, which is kind of hard to get, but just set up an account that has this in bulk cans, and I dig it. So I think we're going to be running with the Denko oil filter de Houli. Alright, we'll just give this a little juice of brake clean and air at the same time. Dry as a chicken bone, Clark. Alright, found the funnel. Small search and rescue, but it was well worth it. We're slowly learning the lay of the land. Ooh, that's a tall funnel. I need a shorter funnel. Look at that. I'll take that. Ooh, I like that. All right, we're gonna add the oil. So let's go ahead and put in the 4 quarts that we have already started to utilize in the filter. And then this customer wants us to dump a full bottle of Hot Shots stiction eliminator. We're going to go ahead and use that in with the oil. I like this little funnel. How many of you guys go to Tractor Supply? I'm thinking I kind of want to visit that establishment, see what kind of things they have. That was 4 quarts of oil. This is 2 quarts in this bottle. This is going to make it 6. Full bottle of a stiction eliminator. Gallon. Another gallon. So this is going to be 10. All right, there's 10 quarts. Okay, here goes 14. 14 one-handed. This is a 15 quart capacity. We're going to be putting 1 more quart in after this. Okay, last but not least, 1 fluid quart left to the crankcase. Let's see how close we can get. Let's do a one-eyed Willy guess of what a quart is. I'd say right here. Let's see how well of a quart count we got. Okay, pretty close. Just a little over. old 7.3 won't mind that. We'll get this way cool funnel out, and then we're gonna have to replace the fuel filter on this 7.3, which hopefully ain't gonna be too dirty. All right, onward with the fuel filter. This is a Napa Gold. If you guys saw me tear open the packaging, this thing had two. I tore open now 2 bags. I tore open 1 bag. But it's got 2 O-rings, one of which is going to go against the cap and the housing, and the other one is going to go right here in this groove, like that. And then this is all one piece. And to take the Napa ones out, I am using a 25 mil right there. Fuel filter, super easy to get to. You can see that little red lever that has to be facing the back of the truck when you want to drain your fuel water separator. But I don't know if you guys can see. Well, let me start draining. I'll show you where it's going to leak. Make sure to get a drain pan over there. But we'll go something like this. Let's see if we can get it to drain. Oh, there it goes right there. See it? See it? No. Just like that. The boss is here. Oh, I better stop talking and shape up. Oh, gosh.
Man, how much of that did you catch? Because I was running my potty mouth. You need to bleep me. Bro, you gotta bleep me out, dude. I can't.
Okay, 25 mil. We're going to take the fuel filter out. Now that it's draining, we're not going to have a huge mess. Let's see if we can get this propped up on the pyrometer. There we go. Okay, fuel filter extraction. Come on. Man, that boy was tight. That mug is really tight. That's why I like the Ford ones, because there's the lid on it fits the tool I have just splendid. R.I.P. DTR. I bought it because of him. Okay, fuel filter. Let's see what we got. How nasty it's gonna be, I have no known when this was last replaced. But it doesn't look that bad. All right, once you get that open, I mean, it's kind of a good idea maybe to get some brake clean, kind of brake clean this out. I'll put a link in the description to the fuel heater that I replaced, and actually this one looks like it's been updated, so that's good. I do see some sediment down in this, which is kind of possibly an indication of what we're expecting as far as our drivability issue. Okay, we have our gasket all the way around, sitting in that groove. Oh, Stella got the groove back. And then just gonna go ahead and tighten this back. Just gonna snug it. We're not going Rambo on it. Boom, I like it. Give that seam a little spritz. Oh yeah. Down the valley a little bit. Okay, that's good. Maintenance is semi-done. Oil has been filled. We need to put an oil sticker in it. Let's go ahead and prime the fuel bowl. Let's make sure nothing is leaking downstairs. Can you guys look for me? Any leaks? No leaks. We do have to brake clean that underside, but after, probably gonna be a hard start. This one's a little low on voltage, or we have some glow pluggies that aren't working. Okay, we're good. Make sure we got nothing spewing from underneath the fuel filter. All I smell is 7.3. Maintenance complete. Now it's time to dive into IDS. Let's get the computer hooked up to this thing and find out if, in fact, we have a P1211. Ooh, that infamous 4 ding of one I do not miss. Oh, okay, we're plugged in. Let's get our fat Patuski up in here. Let's turn the key on. Turn it off. All right, let's get this from around any moving parts. Let's get the VCM flipped over, and of course, look, we have no lights on it. So are we not plugged in, or do we have a blown fuse? That's why we have a blown fuse. So let's turn the key back off. Now, if you guys aren't familiar where the fuses are on this thing, we have one here, and then one right here. Trailer brake controller is going to stay. Kind of let it hang down here like this. All right, now we're going to be looking for a blown fuse, of which I see right now. You guys see? Let's see if we can zoom in on this yellow fuse. Where's my light? See how you can see the fuse in the red? You can't see the middle one in the element in the yellow. Well, that's because that is no longer one, and the little puller thing is gone. I don't know if I'm pull about my fingers. Oh, I can't get it. We have some forceps pulling it out. Look at that thing, completely blown. Let's go on a search and rescue. And I believe this is the electrical drawer. Let's see if we have fuses. Fuses. You got any fuses? Got terminals. We need fuses. All right, we just got some direction. Let's up. Right on the top. No. No, those are. There we go. I see a yellow. Right there. We need to open. Make sure to get you guys some new screwdrivers. Check out the merch store. Link will be in the description. I only want the yellow. So when we go and plug this in, oh, what the heck was that? I heard and I feel like I saw a spark over there out of my periffs. It didn't blow, but I did hear something. Our lights are on. I don't know what the hell I heard over here, but it didn't sound conducive to electricalness. Let's put this cover back on. Let's go around the OBD and kind of do one of these jazzes. Little pocket screwdriver. See, you take a whole interior of a truck apart with one of these. You guys got to get you one. Magnetic end. In case you drop something that's plastic, you can magnetically pick it up. All right, fuse, customers, key inserting into tumbler, key on, VCM powered up. Now we are talking. Okay, we have IDS hooked up. We're gonna finally identify this, our lucky VCM light. We have our lights lighting, and now we need to pick up what year it is. Oh, not 2001, 2000. Excuse me. Yes, it's federal emissions of what is left. Self-test coming up. There's not very many modules to check in this thing, so vehicle identification on these older ones goes way faster than what they used, or what they are now. Okay, on demand self-test. Let's see if we have anything stored in here. I hope there is. Ooh, what do we have? 605 PCM memory failure. Kind of disregard this. I know he said he had a Diablo chip installed in this thing years and years ago. I think when you mess with that circuit board, you can get that code. But what I'm more concerned about is this 1211, and not so much this. This is, I've had wiring issues with this, wind up falling to an IDM. But this one, this is what I am wondering right here, this 1211. Let's go to data logger and see what our ICP values are. Look at all those modules, barely any, let alone the page of PIDs that we're going to be able to look at. Look at that, barely anything. ICP, not insane clown passy. Injection control pressure. All right, let's start it up, see what we got. Okay, so if we look at our IPR, the more IPR, the more injection it's going to call for. Now, if we're not meeting injection, because one, we have a bad reading sensor, or we have a leak in the glass and injection pressure is leaking out, or if we are demanding more power, IPR is going to increase so that it pushes more fuel into the cylinder. I should say volume. But if we can't support the volume of fuel because we have a fuel restriction, then we're going to have this code right here, injection control pressure higher or lower than desired. In layman's terms, that means that the PCM is constantly fluctuating. One, we have a bad IPR, or two, we have a low pressure fuel system problem with something in the tank. We're not allowing the volume of fuel that the engine needs to sustain 70 miles an hour, or how hard you're hitting that skinny pedal. This might be a problem. So I think what we're going to need to do is verify the customer's concern. He said he did not have this happen when he was pulling his trailer, but he's having it happen when he is empty. I think we should go for a road test. IPR, everything seems to be reading fine. Well, right now, get on this Florida highway. This is the infamous road test route. See what we're contending with. Full traffic. Lane ending right here. We're at 8%. 8%. About 400-ish PSI. All right, we got a 6.7 right here. Look at this bad lad. All right, we're going after him. We got another 7.3 coming up on our 7 o'clock right here in the mirror. Let's see what we got. Tow truck. Feels like we have great power. I don't have anything to simulate his trailer. That's the only thing that's going to be a variable I can't contend with. Oh man, that guy was hitting that little doggy. That wasn't nice. Look at that 7.3. Look at that 7.3. Alright, so our hypotheses. Do we replace the IPR? I don't really want to start throwing parts at this. I mean, I'd realistically like to check this for a fuel restriction, but I don't think time is going to allow that. due to the fact that we're so far at the end of the week. It is Friday. Let's go again. Thing's got great power for being a dinosaur. What do you guys think it is? You think it's a fuel problem? Do you think it's an IPR problem? The customer did buy an IPR, and I don't want to just throw an IPR in to throw it in. I mean, I can, but maybe we'll talk to the customer and see what he wants to do. We'll put the ball in his court and see what he wants to do. If he wants to wait till next time and maybe pull the tank, because I'm sure there's got to be some sort of restriction in those small filters. Let's see where we're gonna pull in. We'll pull in right here. We pulled in, and we got 2 diesel dualies in here. We got a Chevy pick 'em up right there. Oh, just went by. And that's what makes it fun. We got the Power Strokes on one side, and then we got the Dirty Maxes on this side. I mean, we got the best of both worlds. We just got no Cummins. Dirty Max.
We don't need any Cummings.
No, we don't need any Cummings. So I guess let's get the customer on the phone and find out what he wants to do, and we will take the next diagnostic step. I am gonna let you guys know in another video of what the ultimate repair is going to be for this truck. We're just running out of time here because we're at the end of the week, and we are going to be going back to the hometown of Detroit and taking care of our customers up north. If you are in the Florida region and are looking to get your Power Stroke serviced or fixed or maintained or upgraded, modified, let us know. We'd love to take care of you here in the Bradenton area. Reach out to me. The email's in the description, or you can reach out to Rain Man Ray's Repairs and set up an appointment with his crew. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and if it helped you, if you had fun along the way, remember to like, comment, sub, share, and I will catch you guys all next time. See you!